want to hear some of the radio traffic here as we go along. There goes 113. Oops, not mine. Here comes another 113. That big nasty noise you hear is a 50 caliber Browning M2. That's a kind of the Sheridan tank is pulled up alongside. It actually shares the same engine and some design commonality with the 113. It's an aluminum hull. Soldier with the machine gun, the American guy, that's an M60. Very, very fast machine gun. It was kind of a copy of the German World War II MG42. It was designed to handle these human wave tactics. It could fire faster than they could run at it, was the idea. It was a belt. The other guys are firing M16s. That's very similar to what the Canadian military have now. The AR rifles, Minnesota rifle, it's the Armalite, which was the guy that designed it. A guy named Eugene Stoner came up with that. Aluminum and plastic, and you've heard of AR-15. It's the 1915 version. The Canadians call theirs, I think, a C7. Police use a shorter one, a C8. Now, this isn't working out that well for the here. Trying to do a hit and run today, but the Americans were fine, so looks like they're going to get taken out. They would normally try and capture some soldiers. In some cases, the American soldiers were kept in deplorable conditions, tortured, and they take the guns from the Americans and any equipment they could reuse. But in this case, the backup was close behind. They would often call those gunships in, but today we couldn't get gunships near the airport. That's an M60, the one closest. The Americans actually would often grab the captured AK-47 so they wouldn't know who was shooting. Well, looks like we've got some prisoners here. Whoa, there they go. Well, that's the end of them, I think. Now that's Sheridan. Whoa, boy. These guys don't want to give up. The Sheridan tanks were relatively short-lived. As I said, they looked pretty tough, but they They suffered with anti-tank rounds that go through them. And the other weirdness, that's sort of typical government, when they designed them, they didn't have ammo for them for about 3 years. 152 millimeter main gun. It was they built the tanks in '66, but they couldn't even get the ammo until '69, and they rushed them into the Vietnam War. But they could be compromised by a mine or anti-tank rockets. It was airdroppable though, and that's what they did a lot of in Vietnam. That was where the battle helicopters came to be known, was in Vietnam. It was the first use of them the way we saw them, if you saw Apocalypse Now. Now, when faced with defeat, the VC would quickly blend into the jungle or go to local villages. They didn't wear an army uniform like the Americans. They would just blend into the village. They would drag off any wounded or killed. They operated in 3-man cells. Each member relied completely on the other 2 for support. Often, the Americans would only find trails of blood unless they completely destroyed the enemies. Now the ambush site's been free of the enemy. They have to clear it to ensure that ensure security. Now this is when we might have the helicopters land. These dust-off cruises, they were called. Their motto was so others may live, and a lot of them lost their lives trying to save wounded soldiers. Much like what we're seeing in the Middle East now, one of the hardest conditions soldiers faced in this was in differentiating between friend or foe. Are they innocent civilians? Is this guy just a farmer, or is he really a VC? They often hid the weapons and... Yeah, there we go. A lot of talented people involved in this. That was amazing, eh, folks? There's the M113 in the lead, the Sheridan. They were pretty short-lived. The M113 lives on. It's actually still used in a lot of countries.